Okay, it's 1 o'clock, so we have to start the meeting,
Yeah,
so I'll put this aside. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting of the Rye Township Auditors Reorganization Meeting for 2023. Is there any citizen participation at this time?
Sure, I have some. I'll read what I have here.
Okay.
So this is about the pay for supervisors. Last year, I wanted to let you know that last year I made a right to know request about the backup for the supervisors' pay.
About what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear about the what?
Supervisors' pay.
The backup, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just didn't hear that.
What was provided was the Department of Labor and Industries worksheet for Perry County. That sheet includes the pay for private workers and not just public government workers. There are major differences between government workers and private workers in terms of compensation, retirement, and benefits. So comparing salary using just that form is not adequate, I feel. I did an investigation, and based on Penn, Wheatfield, and Rye, we have the least number of miles and population, yet our road crew foreman is paid well above any other road crew member in those other municipalities. Our road crew member also has the best benefits compared to the other road crew employees of the 3 townships in terms of cost per person on medical insurance and the number of days or paid time off days. So I was wondering, will the board do an actual investigation this year comparing them to other municipalities? So if you don't want to answer, that's fine. I'll move on to the next question.
We're not going to do an investigation. We, the board, the committee, believe that what we analyzed was sufficient. So we're
Okay,
not
for
gonna
last
look at-
year.
That's correct.
Okay. I'm hopefully we're going to analyze a little better this year for this. Okay. Employee dependent insurance without documentation is what I'm going to talk about next. So based on responses to right to know requests that I made last year, an employee was given medical insurance for their spouse. According to the employee agreement, a dependent is to only get medical insurance if they do not have medical insurance available from their employer. Documentation was requested indicating if the employee's spouse didn't have insurance available from their employer, to which the response to that was there were no documents responsive to this request. So, no documents.
Okay, let me just interject. That's not the responsibility of the audit committee.
Right,
That should be addressed at the supervisors.
I'm going to continue. Hold on.
Okay.
In the past, when my employer had that stipulation, a letter from the dependent's employer was required indicating they didn't provide insurance, or a letter from the employee stating the dependent didn't have a job. This township should be requiring this kind of documentation yearly to ensure the stipulations of the employee agreement are met, especially when the medical insurance for the dependent was approximately $15,000 a year and likely to only go up in the future. So, that falls on you guys to make sure there's documentation when we're paying out to employees.
No, it does not. Not.
Then where does it fall
That
under?
falls under the supervisors. That is not
But
under
the
us.
employee is the supervisor.
Okay.
So you're going to say he's responsible for...
Well, there's 2 other supervisors, and for a quorum, it takes 2. So he could relieve himself of that.
He hasn't in the past, so that's fine. But I'll continue on with the next question then. So payment in lieu of benefits. Also from right to know request responses, a payment in lieu of benefit was noted to be given to employees. The amount listed in the response was $3,000 yearly. This is not a benefit that is listed in the current employee handbook or the employee agreement. There is a benefit that the employee doesn't have to pay their portion of the insurance, but nowhere does it state to pay $3,000. When asked for documentation of this benefit or Board of Supervisor approval for it, there was no documents responsive to the request. It sure seems like this should be investigated to make sure it isn't an illegal payment without proper approval. So we're giving out $3,000 to an employee with no approval and no justification why it's being given out, like no...
Again, if you're requesting those items, you can't request them from us. You need to request that from the supervisors.
Once again, it's an employee and you have oversight to make sure that things are being paid out correctly, correct?
According to the law, we have a certified public accounting firm that does the audit. And if they find something, they will address that to the supervisors. That is not under our jurisdiction.
Are you not authorized to tell them to look at these certain things that you are now told that it could be an issue?
When you say tell them, who are you talking about?
The independent auditors that are doing your job.
They're not doing our job. They were appointed to do a job for the township. They're not doing our job.
Actually,
that's just incorrect. That's totally incorrect, John.
No.
If you read the law, if a township appoints a certified public accounting firm. They take care of looking at all the financial stuff. We do not do it because it is not official. The certified public accounting firm officially does the audit of the township.
So in that case, then, no one's overseeing the Board of Supervisors and making sure they're doing the right thing, other than the people that they just put the proposal in for, that they're gonna do the audit.
I'm not sure I know what that question even means.
So what that means is, they select the auditing company, right?
They go out for proposal.
Right. And they select the company that won it, is SEK.
Well, yes.
They're supposed to be doing the audit.
Yes.
So the people that they selected, in that, they selected SEK, they're doing the audit on themselves.
What do you mean they're doing the audit on this?
SEK is doing the audit on the township. And
Correct.
they are the township. You're to oversee the financials of the township. They're just doing the audit, I guess.
No, that's not true.
So who would make sure that this isn't being
Okay,
wrong?
the
If you want-
financial information is given to the auditors. They request a slew of information from the township. It is provided to them. They do the audit. They determine if the financials are in order. They determine if they see anything. They determine if everything's in order. Then they give their opinion. Okay, your wife's a CPA, so
Sure.
you probably have a little bit of knowledge of this.
Mhm.
Once that's completed, that is the official audit. We cannot go then and audit the books ourselves or do anything with the books because it is not official,
Then how is Penn Township investigating their stuff?
because they don't have an auditor.
Yes, they do. They have SEK.
Actually, they have SEK.
Well, then they must have just started.
No.
Actually, no.
Last year,
Kathy.
I asked, and that's how I got their financial statements, was through SEK. They had the same report that we have.
Well,
So you can do that job, you're just deciding not to.
no, it specifically says it in the thing, in the law. That we-
There's other audits that you can
Shall
do.
not, it says shall not.
You don't look at the exact same stuff, but if you're looking at specific things, otherwise Penn Township wouldn't have been able to look at anything. You're saying you have no input on anything.
Oh, we can look at stuff if you
Yeah,
want.
well, why wouldn't you?
Well, what do you,
You're
we
paying,
can't-
you're paying out
make it-
$3,000 without any
if we
justification?
find something like
Please
that.
tell me.
Okay.
If you won't look though.
Okay, we strictly give it to the financial auditors because they are who we employ.
Is it not because your husband's the chairman of the board, so
No,
you want to
it's not.
investigate?
It is
I mean,
not. No, it is not.
or your friends are the employees? I mean,
That is not.
that's the way it looks from the
That is
public
not true.
side.
No, it doesn't.
So,
I'm sorry. Thank you for your comment.
all right. Well, I'm guessing you won't be investigating it, so, okay.
There's
thank you.
nothing to investigate, John. There's nothing to
Well, the
investigate.
solicitor didn't even make
There's
a comment.
nothing to investigate.
Noted. You won't be investigating. Thank you. If you'd like my backup of all the investigations I did do,
No, I do
you
not.
can have
No, I
it.
do not.
Would you, Deb, or you, Vicky? Would you like those?
No, I don't need those.
Okay.
Okay, so
Noted.
the next item up is to select the chair, the secretary, and the timekeeper. Okay. You ladies would like to keep the same as prior year. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, okay, just want to make sure that they were okay with that, okay. Someone has to make a motion for me to be the chair. I can't make
Okay, I'll
that
make a
motion.
motion that you chair, Kathy.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I nominate or appoint, says secretary and timekeeper, Vicky.
Who's the secretary? Is that Deb?
I'm the secretary for doing the letters, sending them out.
And I still do the minutes and the timekeeping.
The timekeeping.
Okay.
You guys divide your duty?
Correct.
But you're specifically the secretary, because I am
Oh,
up to
okay.
DCED.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Okay.
asking.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she does the minutes for the.
Okay. Okay, so Deb is the secretary. You're the administrative assistant. Sounds better than timekeeper.
Okay.
Are you making motions?
Yes, okay, I'll make a motion for secretary, Deb, timekeeper, Vicky.
Okay. Second.
Well, let's do it separately. Yeah, let's do it separate, so we keep it, okay. For secretary, Deb, okay.
And I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor? Okay. Okay.
I make a motion for Vicky to be timekeeper and to continue to do the minutes.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item up is the vote on supervisors' wages for part-time occasional work as employees. I believe last year the amount was $12.50. Okay. I make a motion that we raise that to $14 because the economy, everybody's wages are increasing. Okay, so I am going to
You said 14.
to $14. It's $1.50 more. And it's normally just supervisors that work, maybe doing cleanup, that kind of stuff, Okay.
1 or 2 days a year.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I vote that would increase that to $14.
And that's the part-time wages.
Correct, part-time wages.
Just a second.
I just need to I have a second.
Was there a second? Oh.
No, I'll make a second.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, all in favor? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay, compensation and benefits for supervisors serving as full-time employees of the township will be paid at their regular rate of pay per the contract that is under at this point. That's not a vote, we don't need a vote on that. Okay, that's just a explanation.
Wouldn't you need a vote on that?
No,
Because you need to decide on it. You just
No,
have to make a
because-
motion for that, right?
no,
Because you
It's
made a
just-
motion for it last year.
okay.
I'm just asking.
I think we just made an explanation last year, okay, because we can't vote on their salary. We're just indicating that we're making their, anytime they do part-time or other work, they're gonna be paid at their same salary.
That's why you held the meetings.
Pardon me?
That's why you held the meetings last year, was to vote on,
I don't
yes,
think
he's
we
going to do
voted
it
on
for them.
I think according
And then
to
you
the
just
attorney,
gave
I
a-
think we indicated it was
You have a
just an
resolution.
explanation. Pardon me?
You have a resolution,
Motion. Okay.
so it's just standing.
It's just standing, the resolution will stand. It was a resolution.
Okay, so you're just
Okay.
continuing the resolution from
Correct.
last year, is what you're
Correct.
saying? So you're
Yes.
voting to do that, okay, without an actual vote.
Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is select the property tax parcels for the mailing confirmation.
I wanted to get this clear with them. You want 35 envelopes and these get stamped with
Right,
return. And
correct,
and
yeah.
then these you just take.
Yeah, I just take those because you have to have the return go inside it.
All right, and I'll put the postage on it.
Okay,
Okay.
in advance, because I could bring them out.
Yes, I wanted to tell you the postage is going up January
Okay, so-
22nd.
Okay, yeah, they'll be done before that.
I figured.
Yeah, I'll have them done before that.
Okay. All right, I'll get them ready for
Okay.
you.
So it's 30 paid and 5.
Yeah, 30 paid and 5 unpaid.
Yes, before we begin, if you have the letter that she signs.
Oh, Becky, is it the letter that?
Oh, Rebecca?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I had to get the date when we needed them
That's what I thought.
returned.
That's what I thought.
So I don't have it until we know what,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Do we want to pick the date now? I know you
Yeah.
said, let me just, I think Becky said the 4th or the 11th are best for her. Do you ladies have a preference?
Oh,
So let's look at when we're gonna mail the
Okay.
letters, just to make sure that we're not rushing Deb.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
So we're on the 4th of January. So do you think if you have them done by,
Well, let's see here. I'll probably get them done by Monday.
okay,
So they'll go out probably Tuesday.
okay.
January 10th. We have a holiday in there.
Okay, so that would bring us to the 24th. So either actually
So
the
we
4th.
could do the
We could do
4th.
the 4th. That would
That'd
work.
be good.
Okay.
Fourth.
Does that work for you, Becky, the 4th?
At
February
9?
4th?
Those you want 9?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Would that be here?
Yes.
Here? So 4th at 9. So we'll have to return by the, not the 10th. There's usually at least 2 or 3 that are going a little bit of a distance, at least in the previous years. So we may not get them the next day, the letters when they're dropped. So just count on getting like the 12th. So return by the 25th, 26th? 27th, you both return by the 27th.
Yeah, that gives us
Yeah, that'd be
time.
good.
That's plenty
Okay.
of time, and then if we don't leave until the 4th, that still gives some time for them.
Rebecca, when would be a good time for me to stop out for your to get your signature?
I would just say, give me a call,
Okay,
because I'm in and out with
Yeah.
appointments and stuff.
okay.
Next week's busy with tax close for,
How about, this afternoon or this evening, would that work? How about tomorrow? In the morning? If that doesn't, how about Friday?
in the morning, yes.
Okay,
It would have to be before lunchtime, so.
okay. How about around, 9 o'clock?
Yeah, that should be
Is
fine.
that good? Actually, can I make that just a tad later? Because my mom has her appointment. How about like 9:30? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? That's what I have.
I guess it is. The glare on it, I was
Yeah.
thinking it was plain different.
Okay, these are selected here. You put it down.
Okay,
The blue ones are the unpaid.
Okay.
Okay, so we already determined the next item was for the audit review, which is going to be on February 4th at 9 a.m. here.
Is everybody able to review the minutes, any changes?
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, okay. A motion, or did you get a chance to?
Yeah, I read
Okay.
over them.
Okay, I make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from the January 6th, 2022 meeting.
I'll
Of
second
the
it.
second, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's all we have. Make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Please.
Here, I'm gonna give these documents to you, just, then you can't say you never had them, so. Here you go.
Do you have a copy?
If you want to
of
throw it
the-
away.
Do you have a copy of the questions that you were asking that I can include?
No, they have all my scribble on them, so.
Can you email something to me?
I can send a link of the recording here probably in a day or two. So I'll send it to Daisy and she can send it to you.
Okay.
So-
I'd rather have,
Can she just make a note, a copy?
No,
Send her the Word file.
I'll send it to you afterwards, I guess. I'll email it to you. So, or I'll email it to Daisy and then she can send it to you.
Or I'll
So-
bring it to the audit meeting, whatever you want.
okay, I just want it for the minutes.
Or I'll
that's
give it to Deb, or whatever.
all. Okay.
You counted out these tabs, right? Kathy? The tabs.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
The pink and orange are
Okay.
the regular and the
Okay,
unpaid.
good. And then I'll see you tomorrow around 9:30. My mom has PT.